morning, good morning. So, how are you all doing? How is your week going? It's one day away from Friday. That means the weekend is coming. And I thought about something this past weekend, and I was thinking how it was when I used to work on a plantation, but I still work. I still make myself do what I have to do every day. But I was thinking about when Saturday came and how Saturday felt so good. Just that Saturday time around between 11 and 2 p.m., you just felt so free. You didn't have to be anywhere. You didn't have any expectations on you from the job. No stress, no emails you have to make. You could just, it's your time. Saturday is your time. And you can do what you want to do. And I thought about it and I said, if we could just bottle that feeling, that is happiness. That is happiness. And this message today is how to stay positive, basically in a negative world. Because we have so many things that are going around us. And I have been struggling, particularly with my content, because I'm on a 100-day challenge. The 100-day challenge is to improve ourselves and to make us be better people. And I have just been feeling blah. Like, I try to protect myself from what I hear and what I intake into my, hearing system and in my nervous system, because the news is all bad. It's all stress. It's people doing terrible things to people for no reason. And I know people that are getting caught up in these ice raids and things like that are like, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? And you have people with differing opinions in terms of politics and the way things are going in this world, and people are at each other's throats. People are always in a hurry. People are rude for no reason. It's just like, how do you stay positive in a negative world? I mean, you can sit around here and be fake and like, I'm happy, happy, happy. Everything's great. Everything's wonderful. And that's, you can psych yourself out to that being the case. But I think in terms of staying positive, is a couple things that we need to do. And this is part of the 100-day challenge, because on Monday we're going to kick off a challenge within a challenge called 75 hard or 75 light. And it is a mental exercise, it's a physical exercise, and it helps you be consistent and have some dedication, and teaches you how to basically achieve some of the things you want to achieve in life. The 75 hard consists of exercising 2 times a day, one inside, one outside, a diet of your choice, nothing too restrictive, and also to read a book, particularly something that increases your knowledge or increases your mindset. And also, getting on a schedule where you're going to sleep at a certain time, you're waking up at a certain time, and you're developing a regime, a daily positive regime, so that you can have some level of stability and, purpose in your life. And this is not so much a weight loss challenge. It's just to help us increase our awareness of ourselves and more self-love onto ourselves. But in terms of 75 light, I think it is everything that the 75 hard is, except for you only work out 1 time a day, and you only read. With the 75 hard, you have to read 7 to 10 pages. 75 light, I think, is 1 to 3 pages. But I'll put the specifications in the comments of this video if you wish to participate in that. Anything that improves us and helps us increase our self-love for ourselves, I think is good. And I think I want to incorporate that in this 100-day challenge. And like I said to my family member, if nobody joins me on these challenges, I'm going to do them myself, because every day I want to improve, and I'm on a mission to accomplish something. And some of these skills that I'm trying to convey are some of the skills that I need to increase myself in order to accomplish them, particularly consistency. In terms of staying positive in a negative environment, like right now, it is very, very difficult to drive on the streets out here. because people are so inconsiderate. And every day it's like driving in the Indianapolis 100,000, because right this very minute I am on a main thoroughfare, and the street sweeper here is moving probably a half a mile per hour. And bro, why would you do this when people have to get to work and it's rush hour, and nobody in the other lane is letting anybody get over? It's just like, bro. But anyway, so as soon as you leave the house, you're stressed out. And that's what I have to do. I have to laugh it off. And sometimes when I see a bad driver, I give them a thumbs up. That was good. You drive so well. And I say that to myself in the car, because there was a time when I used to go crazy. And I'd be like, blah, 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 blah. And I had an occasion where I followed somebody in my younger years in Cleveland, Ohio. I followed this woman all the way to her crib. And what was I going to do when I got there? I didn't even think past that. What if she had a gun? What if she feared for her life to try to do something to me? I wouldn't even be here right now making this video. But we live and we learn and we grow, right? But for the meat of this topic today is how to stay positive in a negative world. We have to pull back. We have to pull back, and we have to protect our peace. I read a comment the other day that said, quit chasing it and start protecting it. That was very profound. Stop chasing it and start protecting your peace. There was an occasion in my life, there was a long period in my life where I just want some peace. I just want some peace. And I'm saying this to people who I'm thinking would support me on this peace journey, who would not burden me with their issues, because I'm Mrs. Fix It. I'm Mrs. Everything Make It Right. I'm Mrs. I can dump my problems on her and she can sort it out for me and right my ship and make it right. Even though, you know, that's my character makeup and I like to do those things, sometimes the strong get tired. And I would say, I just want some peace. I just want some peace. And then one day I just woke up and I said, you know what? I'm going to quit asking for it. I'm going to take it. And I set about a chain of events and actions that put me in a place where I could be peaceful while I'm on this earth. I don't want to have to leave here and do, okay, I have peace. Because a lot of the positivity that we get drained of is because the people around us and the people that we allow to drain our energy with their BS. So stop it. Stop it. And some may not have the characteristic that I have, and that characteristic is I have the ability to cut shit off. I just cut it off. It's not that I don't have any feeling, or that I don't have any feeling for those people. It's just that it's not good for me, and I'm not into hurting myself and continue to let people hurt me. So and it don't have to be some serious thing that hurt you. It's just like inconsideration, the lopsided relationships where you constantly the giver, they're constantly the taker. Yeah, you have the ability to stop that. My mother said you control how people treat you, and I truly believe that. In terms of staying positive in a negative world, like I've said many times before, we have to be careful what we let into our eardrums and what we expose ourselves to. So tone it down on watching the news, because we do know mainstream media put extras on it, and you can't trust everything that they say. And how do you get the news then? How do you get the news? Well, read. That's part of the 75, hard or light, whichever one you're going to do. Take the time to read things like Wall Street Journal and things that provide news, but also increase your knowledge at the same time. And yes, this may sound boring and this may sound nice, but you'll find that over the time frame, if you exercise protecting your eardrums, you will not have so much negativity flowing into your brain. And that actually affects the nervous system in a positive manner, just like listening to it and digesting it affects the nervous system in a negative manner. The other thing is social media. Instagram in particular. These social media sites have people on there showing you the best parts of their life. And it has you trying to achieve something that is not reality. Because every day in a real person's life is not good. People have problems. People have issues. People go through things. But they show the aesthetically pleasing environments and the nice designer clothes and the nice food pictures on the table and these wedding proposals with the guy that put all the flowers and all the decorations, and then he proposes to her, and then 2 years later you see a video, man kills wife and then turns the gun on himself. It's just like, don't let social media fool you, okay? And do not try to live up to the challenges of social media. So if you're a person in the morning that's your first thing you do is get on the phone and you check your social media, cut that out. Incorporate a daily habit where you're taking some me time and you're doing something for yourself. You're doing something to increase your life and your viability instead of looking at someone else's life and trying to aspire to be like them. The last thing I want to add in terms of positivity is, well, not the last, but one close to the last, is we have to be very mindful what we put into our bodies. If we're sitting here eating things that are unhealthy for us, we're going to not feel our best. If we're not taking our vitamins, if we're not doing things that is a regimen that increases our health, such as myself. As we age, we begin to lose nutrients that are in our body. So we want to take those supplements every day so we can be optimal. Like I was telling my doctor, I said, I feel tired all the time at a certain time of day. It's like I just run out of gas. And instead of, drinking some tea with caffeine in it or anything to boost my energy, he said, why don't you try this and try that and see if this works for you? And it was just some simple little changes, and taking some things like some seaweed and some ashwagandha and some black seed oil. And these things really helped. So, talk to your doctor, talk to your medical professional, or research on your own things that you can take that will increase your health and longevity. And lastly, I want to talk about this. Keeping a positive mindset when everything around you is so negative. One of the things that I found that is very helpful is gratitude. Just sit back and take stock in things that I can be thankful for. When problems come my way, I always think, well, I've gone through problems before, maybe not of this particular nature, but God has got me through before, and I trust that He'll get me through again. Sometimes you may feel like you don't have enough, or you're struggling with your finances and things of that nature. And on that note, we're going to start some evergreen content in how to earn fast cash very soon, so you'll be able to tune into that and get some free information and progress yourself and your family to generational wealth. We're definitely going to start that real soon within this 100-day challenge, so continue to tune in. But in terms of your positive attitude, gratitude is the way to stay positive in a negative society, in a negative environment. Always take the time to take stock of things that you can be thankful for. Like right now, you can see me talking to you. You can hear me talking to you. You hopefully have a place to stay. You have a roof over your head. You have some food. You have family. You have friends. You can walk. You can talk. You have your 5 senses. You have your health. Health is wealth. I can name 50, 100 things that you can be thankful for. Once you sit down and start thinking about things to be grateful for, some of the negative things that are happening around you seem to fade away, or you shield yourself from it because you're focusing on what's positive for you. And that's how you stay positive in a negative society. Okay? And then, I want to tell this quick story time because part of this is inserting some story times to get out my life story in a manner which I'm comfortable, because every time I decide to want to publish my book, I fall back and I don't want to, because I don't know how much I definitely want out there, but bits and pieces I can share, and this is one of them. Back when I was much younger and I was going through a tough time. I've spoken on this time before. And I was driving up the freeway, and I don't know if you ever have these times, but I was driving up the freeway, and I saw this little old white lady. She was just driving all slow, and I was like, damn, get out the fast lane. I'm trying to get where I gotta go. And I just looked at her, and I was like, She was all dialed up in her little Cadillac and her little high-end car and just driving and looked like, life is good, And I said to myself, man, she looked like she ain't got a care in the world. I'm sitting here stressing out, trying to get around her. If I am 3 minutes late for this job, I'm going to get written up again, might lose my job. I'm already struggling. Can't pay my rent, blah blah blah, everything is going wrong, and I just wished I could be her. I was like, if just one day I could just trade my life with somebody that don't have the problems that I have. And you know what, I'm that little old lady now. I'm her. I'm up sitting here driving slow in a slow lane. People around me rushing to get to work, and I get where I need to go at whatever time I need to get there. And driving a high-end car. And basically, I don't have a care in the world. I mean, honestly, I really don't. And it's not, because of the finances or things like that. I just try to compartmentalize whatever the problematic issues are, address them head on, and let them sort themselves out, and trusting in my God, because he always work it out. He always work it out, and I trust and believe, because the word said, have the faith of a mustard seed, and I have that faith. But that's how you stay positive in a negative world, because we got to have gratitude. So find yourself today something to be thankful for. Take the time out your day, either today, tomorrow, this weekend, and I challenge you to write down 3 things that you're grateful for. Okay? And focus on that. And every week, add 3 things to that list. Because you got a lot to be grateful for, no matter how it looks. Okay? And yes, we can talk about, we can dwell on the fact that this is wrong and that is wrong, and you may have this going on in your life and everything like that, but you do have something positive to be thankful for, and I guarantee you that you do. And if you don't, let me know. I'll help you out, help you try to find it. Okay? All right, y'all, that's my message for today. I want you to have a great, wonderful day, and I will see you on the next one.